Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you. Not every light is gonna guide you.
Yeah, when I blow up, I'ma soar high like Peter Pan. In real life, be living out my dreams. If I'm waking up, it's in a foreign land. Whole wrist covered up in ice. Dealership, never asked the price. I hit the mall and ball with my dogs. Yeah, I swiped it once without thinking twice. Cause this what I was made for. Man, I know this what I came for. On a big stage, couple thousand people, and they do whatever I say so. Have chicks that color of the rainbow. Yeah, chains on me like Django. Be a long way from my tank low. Cause my Tesla charge for them bank rolls. And I'm grinding. Money on my mind and I'm headed to the top. I won't stop until I find it. Write my name in diamonds, but all these lights are blinding. I wonder, is it worth it? Feel like I'm losing my mind. Yeah, remind me.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby. Don't let them rain on your spark. Keep it close to your heart. All of the pressure's gonna drive you crazy. Cause you rise to the madness. In the morning, it's all gonna vanish. Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid, don't be afraid.
Yeah. Look, since I blew up, everybody telling me.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby. Don't let them rain on your spark. Keep it close to your heart. All of the pressure's gonna drive you crazy. Cause you rise to the madness. In the morning, it's all gonna vanish. Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you. Not every light is gonna guide you.
Yeah, when I blow up, I'ma soar high like Peter Pan. In real life, be living out my dreams. If I'm waking up, it's in a foreign land. Whole wrist covered up in ice. Dealership, never asked the price. I hit the mall and ball with my dogs. Yeah, I swiped it once without thinking twice. Cause this what I was made for. Man, I know this what I came for. On a big stage, couple thousand people, and they do whatever I say so. Have chicks that color of the rainbow. Yeah, chains on me like Django. Be a long way from my tank low. Cause my Tesla charge for them bank rolls. And I'm grinding. Money on my mind and I'm headed to the top. I won't stop until I find it. Write my name in diamonds, but all these lights are blinding. I wonder, is it worth it? Feel like I'm losing my mind. Yeah, remind me.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby. Don't let them rain on your spark. Keep it close to your heart. All of the pressure's gonna drive you crazy. Cause you rise to the madness. In the morning, it's all gonna vanish. Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid, don't be afraid.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment stream. Ulrich Faustino, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Chill vibes. Chill vibes. Let's get the vibes going. There we go. Now we've got the chill vibes on the regular stream. Today is a deal stream. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day so far. Let's go ahead and just jump right into today's show. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Kind of got a headache today. I don't really know why. Miami vacation vibes. What is a... Have you ever even been to Miami for vacation? No, you haven't. You're a liar. App, don't fail us now. What was going on? Did I miss something? Bikini vibes. I'm about to put on a bikini. Hold on. Nah. Imagine I do though. Hey, don't auto play on me. Let's get some of these out of the way.
This is the EV10K Pro by Evercross. Now, I've reviewed Evercross products in the past. a fun machine to ride on. You guys see that the LCD screen there is flashing. That just has to do with the frame rate, but you guys can see we're cruising along at 16 miles per hour. The suspension on the EV10K Pro is one of the things that impressed me the most. All of the bumps, rocks, and cracks, you almost don't even feel them just because of how smooth the EV10K Pro is. This was a beautiful day to film this review, and honestly, it's just such a fun way to get out there. Okay, so you ventured too far from home. Now you're scared. You're in the middle of nowhere. Don't worry about it. The EV10K Pro has a 20+ mile range, so you're definitely going to get back home. And then once you decide to rope it in for a night, all you really have to do is just drive home, kick the kickstand up, fold this down, and you are good to go. The EV10K Pro has been incredible. I think it's such a fun electric scooter. It has a ton of features and a ton of range. The EV10K Pro is going to be such a phenomenal way and an enjoyable way for people to just spend their summers and those nice, crisp fall days. It's a blast. It's super easy and fun to ride. So if you guys are looking for a new way to get around, check out this EV10K Pro. I'm Nate with Dragon Blogger. See you guys later.
Sick slow motion, bro. Gosh, I am today. I am 765 likes. How? Okay, moving on to the carousel today. We do have a deal stream, like I said before. Everybody, welcome in. Today is a deal stream, so everything is on sale. We have the Evercross 8.5-inch off-road hoverboard. Look at me and my hoverboard.
Hoverboard by Evercross. The Evercross EV5 hoverboard is an absolute machine of a board with a 265.
Yo, Delbert's here. Everybody, welcome Delbert to the stream. He was with me last night looking at my EcoFlow stream when we were looking at cool stuff like this. Wow. Yeah, he was here. He was. Evans, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? Turn off. There we go.
5-pound weight.
It's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm
And so as you guys can see right there, it actually does have a really decent sound quality, which is a cool feature. One thing's left. Let's go ahead and try to ride this thing. So simply all you have to do to get this thing up and going is just push the power button. It'll do a little quick startup cycle and then you're ready to go. Now, I'm not the best at this, but let's go ahead and give this a try. So I weigh about 215 pounds and this thing has no problem towing me around. So I definitely think, anybody up to 265 pounds, you're going to have a lot of fun with this machine. As you can see here, I'm not really going too fast, but it does have a nice tight turn radius, which is a cool feature if you're trying to do some tricks or just make it look really cool. And like I said, I am not the best, and that's why I fell off going about 0.02 miles per hour. And you can see here, you can do pretty tight little cool circles. So that's a pretty cool little feature. And let's do some more circles. And I might fall off here. Well, actually, no, we're good. Let's go ahead and take it outside. We're going to go ahead and try to go down this hill. Keyword try, because like I said, I am not good at hoverboards, but I'm sure you guys will be. And we'll just take it down this road. Now, this road is pretty rough, and this has no problems going over this tough terrain. And as you can see there, I fell off again. And we'll try to go forward again. And going 0.2 miles an hour, I will fall off again. But regardless of my inability, this machine is absolutely awesome. The Evercross EV5 is a must-have. It's great for a gift. It's great for yourself. It has a lot of awesome built-in features. My personal favorite is the Bluetooth speaker. So if you guys want to check this thing out, I highly recommend it. See you on the next video.
So I do know that this hoverboard... Whoa, what the heck? Whoa. I do know that this hoverboard supports up to 280 pounds. I actually don't know. I just made that number up. But I know it's designed for adults, too. Faustino says, Evercross to the ER this video? Hey, listen. Are you doubting my hoverboard skills, Faustino? Because I don't know if you just watched the same video I did, but I'm on X Games mode, so what's up? All right, we have $70 off on this EcoFlow 160 watt solar panel.
160 watt bifacial. We have this charging right now at 121 watts. So this is rated for up to 160, but that's going to be variable how much wattage you get for input, dependent on weather conditions, the time of the year. If it's summer, you're going to get more strength. If it's winter, you're going to get less strength just because the sun doesn't have as much power. It's further away. And you can even see that right here, you need to protect the actual power station itself. So the solar panels and the actual stand is going to create kind of a barrier in a way in order for you to be able to do that and cast some shade behind it so you're not overheating the power station. So really awesome that it casts enough shade to be able to do something like that. Overall, I think this is going to be a fantastic addition to anybody that has an EcoFlow power station or a power station in general that can accept this type of input. So I'm Nate with Dragon Blogger. I hope this video helped. So like I said, a phenomenal way to keep your power.
Okay, moving on. Some of you guys might have seen some of these yesterday. This one is the 220 watt solar panel is $270 off. You don't doubt it, you worry. Let me be poetic for a second. Have no need to worry about me, because just like a bird, I took an arrow to the knee. Bars, dude. Bars. Sign me up, Def Jam.
This is going to be a beast whenever it comes to charging your EcoFlow battery backups, such as the Delta 2, the River Pro, the Delta Max. Really, the majority of your EcoFlow products are going to be able to be charged by this solar panel. You guys can see that this is a very big solar panel that is roughly about 6 feet wide and about 3 feet tall. Now this is very easy to get set up. It's going to come with this little carrying case right here where everything will just fold into it. Now you do need extra cables in order to hook these up with your Delta products or your River products, and then once you have all of that set up, all you have to do is just plug them in and you're good to go. So this is rated up to 220 watts. Now obviously there's going to be variables such as the weather, if there's clouds overhead, if it's overcast, the time of the year. At the time of shooting this video, it is fall, so the sun isn't as powerful as it normally is in the summer, but still I'm going to go ahead and show you, because we have this hooked up to my Delta 2, which is behind here. I'll show you how many watts this is inputting at right now. So here's just a little bit of a view from the back. You guys can see that back here, it does look like there's a lot going on, but there's really not. I'll kind of explain it to you guys how I have everything set up. So the solar panel is set up with the carrying case right here. The cables that are attached to the solar panel .
What?
This, but you might also run out of power on this and have no way to recharge it, but the sun's not going anywhere even if your electricity does. So like I said, 1024 watts on this. Let me go ahead and show you how much this is charging at right now. You guys can see that we currently have an input of 170 watts. So at 1024 watt hours, this is,
By the way, it is a record. I don't know if she's watching, but Vicky got muted from the chat already. Oh, wow. That's somebody put an F in the... Yeah, that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. Morpheus says, does it work on cloudy days? It does. It does work on cloudy days. I wouldn't expect to get the full 220 watts or its equivalent value depending on what solar panel you have. UV light still will hit those solar panels, just not as directly. Yeah, I know. Imagine you just come to find out it's just been me the whole time. All right, we have the thought I was doing bad getting, yeah. UV rays go past clouds, yeah. So it will still work. You just won't see as much of the input power. This is the Xiaomi Elfin mini projector.
DP home to be some indie wallet.
Now, while it's not a very big deal, it is something I just wanted to point out. So we're just going to do one last video that kind of showcases everything that this projector can do. So you guys can see that right here, I'm just playing a video that has a ton of vibrant colors as well as dark colors such as the blacks and the grays that you can see on screen. Now, while the picture quality on this didn't necessarily stand out to me or jump out and just scream, hey, I'm amazing, one of the things that did stand out to me about this projector is the sound quality. With these Harman Kardon speakers, it sounds amazing. So let's go ahead and just unmute this video and test out the quality. Alright guys, so this was just a quick look at the Xiaomi projector. You guys could see here that for just standard usage, it definitely does have a ton of good qualities about it. The only downside I can really say is the picture quality doesn't really stand out to me. It doesn't really shout out that, hey, I'm amazing, like I said earlier. But overall, this is a good projector, especially having the Harman Kardon speakers. That definitely makes up for the lack of visual quality that I would just expect from a projector at this price range. So if you guys have been looking for a new projector, you might consider this Xiaomi one. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yo, Morpheus, I appreciate you following. Everybody, welcome Morpheus to the stream. Now we have the Halo Plus projector from Xiaomi as well, or X-Jimmy is actually what they are called.
At your friend's house and they say, hey, I really wish somebody had some way that we could watch TV outside. Well, I have the solution for you. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys very quickly the Xiaomi Halo Plus. This is a 1080p portable projector. This has 900 ANSI lumens, so it's definitely going to be super bright. These are going to have Harman Kardon speakers built into it, as you guys can see right there. This is going to have auto keystone correction, auto focus, and a ton of other awesome stuff that's going to make this thing so awesome to be able to bring over to your friend's house, bring over to family. This also runs on Android 10.0. So what that means is if you don't have something to plug into this, which you can anyways, right back here on the back with HDMI, you're going to have all of your apps built into this. It comes with the remote autofocus, obstacle avoidance. Definitely check this out if you guys are looking for something that is awesome to impress your friends with. See you guys later.
All right, so now we're going to go ahead and switch over and talk about this OBSBot Tiny PTZ camera, which is $179, $260, $90 off. Yeah, $90 off. that took a second. So that's this camera right here. So we actually used to use this all the time. It used to be my primary streaming camera up until we switched over to like this camera right here. This is a great camera though. So it is a PTZ camera. That means it is pan, which is this right here, left and right, tilt, that, and then it can also zoom in too. So you have complete control through the app built into it. It plugs in over USB-C right here in the back. You do have a DC power input in case you're not using a powered USB-C cable. I'll go ahead and plug this in and I'll go ahead and show you guys just kind of what you can do with this real quick. So give me 1 second. All right, let's switch over to the Tiny PTZ. All right, so inside of this camera, you guys can see that you have a pretty wide view. You can tilt this, go left and right on it if you want to. Give me 1 second. What we're going to do is load up the OBSBot software. So inside of the software, I can zoom in and out just like so. As you guys can see, you have a pretty decent zoom on it. I can go all the way up to 4 times zoom. Now this is a digital zoom. We'll go ahead and zoom back out. I can also have this lock to my hand. If I do this, it will start following me around. I can look up. I can look down. and I can look. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. I go back all the way over to the other way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is a fantastic camera. Whoa, let's go. What if this was my streaming? You know what? From now on, this is how I'm going to do my streams. Just like this. Yeah. This is a good angle for me. It's not, no angle's good for me. Kurt angle. Here, let's just do this. This will be my new streaming. I'm going to start streaming like this. What say you, chat? This is worth it, right? Like, this is definitely worth it. This is the Obsbot Tiny PTZ 4K camera. It is a great camera. Can we really adjust the field of view? No. I can adjust exposure levels if I want to. Wow. Good lighting and wow. Now we're moody. So I'd probably keep it around like right here. Maybe right there. That looks all right. Auto white balance, you have that. You can adjust a white balance if you want it to be a cool, like this. Very cold. Hello, darkness, my old friend. And then every movie filmed in Mexico with a very high, lumen right here at 6500K. Why is that? Somebody explain that to me. Why? How come anytime Hollywood films a movie in Mexico or a movie that is based in Mexico, it's always like an orange sepia overtone? Explain that to me. Why? It's always orange there. You do have autofocus and manual focus. The focus on this isn't that great, but then also I got to remember I'm comparing that to I compare that to like a $700 camera. So let's see how close we can focus with this. So we can focus about 4 or 5 inches away or so. Gives you a nice little bokeh background, but nothing crazy. And autofocus. Let's see how fast the autofocus works. Everything's in focus now. The autofocus doesn't work that good. Focus. 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 Yeah, it's always orange in Mexico. Let me switch back over to this camera, and it's like, I don't know how I feel about it. What is this? What is this? I'm self-conscious. Okay, we have the Anchor Make M5 3D printer that we're going to take a look at. So we'll come back to that here in a second. I'm going to play this video for this Aiper robotic pool cleaner, and then we'll come back to the Anchor Make M5. I'm just going to grab it and put it on my desk and chips ahoy. You know what I mean?
Pool cleaner made by yours truly, Aiper, right there. There's some key features on the front of the box right here. Like I said, it's cordless. It runs up to an hour and a half. It has improved charging on it, and it cleans pools up to 850 square feet. It is also portable right here, and you also have that self-parking capabilities, which it parks on the side of the pool. Also, you want to make sure you open this little envelope that they have right here, because it has this for you. As you can see, it came with complete awesome packing right here. So let's take that off, and there you have it. Let's go ahead and take this out right here. So it comes with spare wheels, which is pretty cool. You have a retrieval hook, a charger, and extra brushes, which you always need right there. So really awesome that they gave you extra stuff. So let's go ahead and pull this out. The weight, I would say, is about 15 pounds, maybe 20. Extremely light, and like I said, you can use your pull hook to hook it up right here and just pull it right out of the pool whenever it's done cleaning. So let's go ahead and jump right in and show you guys a little bit of what it looks like on the inside and how it works. So with this robotic pool cleaner right here, it has actually pretty solid wheels on it. Like whenever you move it around, you can just feel how more durable it is. So you guys how to break this down and tear it apart. So this right here has a clamp on the front side. You want to open that because it says open. This is whenever you want to clean this out whenever you get done using it. And then on the back side also has an opening also. And then it also has like these two clamps right here, which all you want to do is you want to pull it out and you want to lift it up just like that on both sides at the same time. So whenever you do that right there, you can just lift this straight off. So you want to make sure that's off right there. You lift it up just like this. And then as you can see, it has a lot of space to pick up a lot of debris in your pool. Like I said, really easy to pop in these brushes right here. You just stick them in there, just two little slots. You press it down, you hear a click. You do the same on the other side. And like I said, it comes with 2 extra wheels right here. So you have 2 extra wheels that comes with this. So happens if you lose one or one pops out, you always have an extra one to use. And like I said, really easy to put together too. Sets in just like that, pops in, clamp one side, roll it around, clamp the other side, and then you're ready to go. So let's jump right in, and I'm gonna show you guys how it works inside the pool. And as you can see, this vacuum is gliding through this pool. And this pool is not flat by any means. It is a kind of like an oval shaped pool. And this vacuum is still working phenomenal inside the pool. Aiper made an awesome product, and I do highly recommend this to you guys. And after pulling it out, after 5 minutes of running, it had a lot of debris on the inside of that. And as you can see, Aiper made an awesome product, and I do highly recommend this to you guys if you have a pool. And my name is Demetrius, and thank you guys for watching this video.
All right, so that is the Aiper cordless robotic pool vacuum. Moving on, we're going to talk about the AnkerMake M5 3D printer. Yes, we are. Maybe. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can figure out a way to prop this up. Now, we're going to go through the whole setup procedure because it's been sitting for about a month or so. So hopefully Anker is on their A game today. Because if not, I'm going to look like a real phony. I'm going to look like a phony. Let's just throw cameras around too. That's fun. That's what I want to do today. What about you guys? You guys want to throw some cameras around today? All right. I think I've got this set up. I think I've got it set up the correct way. Whoa. All right, well, we're not looking at the AnkerMake M5 right this second, but we will in 1 second. And 1. Here's the AnkerMake, my friends. Are we printing something today? Of course, whatever you guys want to. This look crooked? Does this look crooked? Am I crooked? See, that looks... Maybe it's the box I'm using to prop this up on. Maybe it's better here. Oh, that's much better. All right, so first of all, let's go ahead and clean this bad boy off. Let me go grab a cloth. Let's clean it up. Working at the car wash. All right. So let's go ahead and just wipe this down. Cleans up nicely. Wow. Delbert, you want to come up with something to 3D print? You have any ideas? Does anybody have any ideas on something that we should 3D print with the AnkerMake M5 today? If you have any ideas, let me know in the chat right now. Because I don't know. I don't know what we should print. I don't know what I want to print. All I know is I want to print something. There we go. It's looking pretty good. All right, 1 second. Let's get some of this stuff off. Hey, Faustino, send me the address one more time. I will send. I literally just found it the other day. The original. I mean, not that it takes a long time to print. If you don't have it by the end of this week, you can hate me forever and never come to my stream again. Well, that makes me sound like I'm telling you not to. Can you 3D print a model of your doggo? You sure can by using a website called Img2STL, IMG2STL. Because what you can do with that is upload a photo and it will convert it into a compatible format for your 3D printer, which I think is pretty cool. All right, we got this all cleaned off. Now there's only one last thing to do. Choose the color of what we are going to be printing with. And I'm kind of feeling a very shiny white. What about you guys? What say you? Well, that doesn't work. A shiny white. Good. Let's do that. Let's do that then. That's what you want to do? You want to print a dog? I mean, I'm not against it. But is that your final choice? Final answer? Let me set this up to a way where it looks pretty smooth. Looks pretty good. That looks all right there. Okay. So let's get it plugged in and then we will load up our filament and then we will print something. We're going to need that for a little bit later. Now, I'm going to go ahead with some Chinese handcuffs. If we can find them. Delbert, go to this website right here. I'm going to type it in the chat. Go to that website right there. While I'm getting this set back up, because it is going to take a little bit, we're just going to move on in the carousel. Then we'll come back to this once we're all ready. And we're going to take a look at the Anker Nebula Capsule Max. Or the Anker Nebula Capsule, the OG capsule.
James here, and today we're taking a look at a file manager and HDMI input, guys, if you want to connect it up to your connections and go to work. Now we're going to go over to HDMI inputs. I'm going to now power up the Nintendo Switch because I did hook up the Nintendo Switch to this. Let's see what it does. Oh, look at that. There we go. You guys just heard it. All that sound is actually from that product itself. Now, of course, I'm going to readjust this so you guys can actually see this slightly better. There we go. Of course, you know, we're going to connect both controllers. Now, if we want to turn the volume down, we can definitely turn the volume off, back up, let's see what happens.
Delbert, dude, they have everything, man. If you can think of it and your heart can, if you can think of it and your heart can dream it, they have it. More than likely.
We're a little bit over probably 100 inches right now because of the way I have it set. Now the cool thing is I do plan on doing some more testing of night testing in darker settings and stuff like that. Oh, look at this. There's a little bounce in it. It tells us to bounce on stuff, so that's quite cool. If you guys need, we have all of this. But guys, just a great little product. Now we're going to back out. We're going to shut this off, of course. Let's back this out. Let's go to our home screen, right? So guys, this will work with voice talking, so you can do that. You also do have the mouse scroll if you really need to do the mousing. HDMI, just quick push button. If you need, we definitely can go into file managers, app manager settings. We do have multiple settings right here. If we hit the settings, we have network, Bluetooth, projector, app manager, general, Nebula Connect. They do have an app for this, guys, but you could also connect up through your phone with the Nebula Connect, just like that, guys. So what is Nebula Connect? Connect it with your phone. And now I'm going to actually go into here, and we're going to come over here. We're going to grab Smart View. We're now going to grab Smart View, guys, and then we're going to actually grab this. It says right here, can't find device. We're waiting for device, of course. So let's wait for it to show up. So if we click OK, Nebula Connect, we will rescan this. Go back out. Let's do this. Smart View. And it should pop up. If it does not pop up, sometimes it'll pop up, sometimes it won't, just depending on your phone. It happens.
All right, we're going to go ahead and end that. Faustino, not to be like controversial or anything, but aren't we kind of all? There's some Nike shoes on there, like some Jordans that you can print, and people are printing them and selling them for a lot of money. Like they're printing, painting, and selling them for a lot of money, not as mimic shoes, as decoration pieces. So I might try to find those. But we're going to move on in the carousel and take a look at... Oh, we have two 3D printers. We'll mess with the Anker today. We're going to look at the Anker Nebula Capsule Max up next, while I continue to get this printer set up. See, Faustino is a man of culture. He knows... He's a man of culture. He knows what's up.
From Anker to
that. We'll go ahead and back out real quick. Now I'm going to show you guys the app store on this. So it's not the standard app store. It's going to be the Nebula Manager. But you guys can see that this is it, and it loaded very fast. You're going to be able to go through all of these different apps, install whatever app it is you want for your favorite movies, TV shows, whatever it is. You're going to have Netflix and YouTube pre-installed, as well as an Amazon app. Let's go ahead and load up YouTube and test out this projector. And I also want you guys to see just how fast this loads, because it's incredibly quick. And you guys can see that right off of the rip, it loaded almost immediately. Now, obviously, this is going to be dependent on your internet speed as well, but the processor on your projector is going to make a big difference, and that is not going to be an issue with this projector. All right, so we have this video loaded up. One of the things I wanted to point out is you guys might notice that there's some scan lines. This is not going to be happening in real life. You guys don't see those lines at all. You guys can just see that that is only due to my frames per second on my camera, but the colors on this just pop and they just look so vibrant and true to life. And the craziest thing to me is that this isn't even using a projector paint or a projector screen itself. This is just on a gray paint on my wall, and it still looks this good. Let's go ahead and turn up the volume so you guys can hear the speakers on this, because I think you'll be surprised how good they sound. So you guys can see that right here, this projector is jam-packed with features. As always, Anker delivered a phenomenal projector, and honestly, I don't think I'll ever go with another brand after testing their projectors. So if you guys need a new one, definitely check this one out. I'm Nate with Dragon Blogger. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Okay. Moving on, we have the Anycubic Cobra 3D printer, which in another world, we would have been talking about this one today, but we're going to just watch my little short video on it.
Started with the Anycubic Cobra. Right? So a good way to make sure that the cables to the stepper motors, to the screen, near the Z-axis screw, you're going to notice you have this little clip that's going to be to hold down that main ribbon cable. Then you're going to plug in the other stepper motors for your other two axes right down there at the bottom. After that, you want to make sure that your belts are tight. So a good way to make sure that these are tight is make sure they don't have too much wiggle room. And if you pluck them and then they make a sound like a note, then they're too tight. So the next thing you want to do after all that is go ahead and power this on, and you're going to press this auto level button right here. It's going to go through its process, auto level, and then after that, the next thing you're going to want to do is slide a piece of paper underneath right here. And all you want to do is just keep sliding this and adjusting the Z offset down until you have a nice snag on the paper. Now, you don't want it to be too strong, obviously. You just want it to be nice and snug, enough to be able to pull it out, but not too tight that you can't pull it out. So just make sure you play around with that a little bit to get it exactly where it needs to be. Then the next part that you're going to do is go ahead and insert the filament by pressing the filament in button. You guys can see that right here. This is what it's going to look like once you have that filament in. And honestly, I really like the way that you have to insert the filament on this 3D printer. It's very easy to use. I just think it's a super simple setup, and honestly, one of the easiest ways I've ever inserted filament. Alright guys, so this was just a quick setup and demonstration of the Anycubic Cobra. So right here, this was actually the very first print I ever did on the Cobra, and you guys can see first layer adhesion is amazing. If you guys been looking for a new 3D printer, definitely check this one out. I'm Nate with Dragon Blogger. See you on the next one.
I have heard your call. I have heard your call, and I understand you. Welcome to the stream, Mike. Currently, we're getting the AnkerMake M5 3D printer set up. So if you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm loading in the new filament, and I haven't quite figured out how to load. I've followed the instructions over and over on this thing, and it never seems to load the correct way. What's up, Arlene? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Arlene, we are currently setting up a 3D printer. So if you came to the stream and you're like, I don't know what's going on here, that's what we're doing. All right, while we are waiting and I keep messing with this thing, we're just going to keep it going with this Asakuki 1080p projector that's on sale today, 43% off.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Nathaniel with Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Asakuki 1080p video projector. Let's go ahead and start this video off. Just seeing everything that comes in the box. Right off of the bat, the first thing you're going to notice, the only thing in the box is this nice little carrying case that comes with it. And it's pretty nice that you're able to just take all of this on the go. So we'll go ahead and start by opening this up and seeing everything it comes with. The first thing you're going to notice inside of this little box is you're going to get this little accessories pack as well as a user manual. So if you do need a user manual to get this thing going, you have that option right there. Continuing on, you are going to get your power cable. It is a nice thick cable, so I think it'll hold up well over time. And they even send you a nice little HDMI cable right here, about 6 feet. So pretty cool of them to send that HDMI cable. And then you are going to get this remote. And as you guys can see, this remote here has all of the controls that you are going to need. You guys can see on the front that it has a power button, input selector, volume up and down. It has a mute button, a home button. So a ton of stuff on this remote. And then, of course, you are going to get the projector itself. And one of the coolest things about this projector is, as you guys can see right here, it has this removable lens cover, which is really nice that once you're done using this, you can pack it up safely. And speaking of the lens on this is a 1080p projector. And you guys will see here in a little bit, but I was very surprised with how good this thing looks. And then on the bottom here, you actually have this kind of
Sean Jones is not wrong.
Pretty cool. And this,
yeah, Sean Jones is not wrong.
Focus machine, so the controls for that are right there next to the sensor. Continuing on the back side, you guys are going to see right here that you are going to have this removable filter. It's pretty cool that you're able to take this thing out and just air dust it, just to keep the life of your machine running longer by being able to clean it. Continuing on the back, you guys can see right here, you're going to have 2 HDMI inputs, a headphone output, an AV output, and 2 USB ports. And then on top of the projector, you guys are going to notice right here that you do have all of these controls. So in case you ever lose your remote, which I know I am prone to, you have those controls on top. Getting this thing started is super easy. All you have to do is unbox it like you guys saw I did there. Plug in this back cable, as you guys can see in the back. And then all you're going to do after that is install 2 AAA batteries. It does not come with AAA batteries, and then you are good to go. So as you guys can see right here, we'll go ahead and power this thing up. And honestly, one of the things that surprised me the most about this projector and its price point was how bright this thing works. I've used projectors from other big name companies that weren't as bright as this one, so it's pretty cool with how bright this gets. And as you guys can see right here, I'm using that manual keystone and manual focus. And now, while I might not have gotten this focus perfectly, that's more than likely due to the fact that I can't see even with my glasses on, so you guys will have to bear with me. And here's a little bit of a video test. And like I said before, I'm very pleasantly surprised with how well this machine worked. The darks are very, very dark on it. The colors are vibrant. These speakers inside of it sound really good. And this thing just does a really, really good job of producing true colored images and videos. It just looks really nice. And here's a little test of the speakers at 30% volume. So the speakers definitely sound really good too. The only downside I could find of this thing is that it blows out heat at roughly 130 degrees, but you really can't expect too much more. And if this is the only downside, I think this is still a really, really awesome projector. All right, guys, so this was Nate with Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment checking out the Asakuki projector. If you guys have been looking for a budget projector, I highly recommend this one. It's super awesome, easy to set up, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Oh, all right. Moving on, we have a Bluetooth transmitter from Lycomin that is also on sale. So this is a transmitter and receiver combo. And transmitter. This is the model DWR21. Now, using this is going to be very straightforward and very simple. I'll show you basically everything that it comes with and what the uses are for this. Very simple branding. You can see that on the back right here. It's saying that we're going to be able to use this as a transmitter so you can transmit sound from your TV, MP3 player that is not otherwise Bluetooth enabled. You can transmit that over to a Bluetooth speaker or Bluetooth headphone, and then you can use it as a receiver for your car speaker or headset that aren't Bluetooth capable and send sound, music, podcasts from your laptop, phone, and tablet. Now on the inside, the branding and everything that comes with this is very straightforward and very simple. You can see that right here. This is going to be everything that you get. So you're going to have an RCA to 3.5 millimeter jack right there. You're going to have your USB-C charging cable. Nice that they're using USB-C. And then just a standard 2-pole 3.5 to 3.5 auxiliary jack. You're going to have an instruction manual right here. And then you're also going to have a male-to-male 3.5 adapter right there. And then you're going to have the Bluetooth transmitter itself right here. This is very straightforward. It couldn't be more simple to use. So all you're going to want to do is basically up on the top, if you're wanting to use this as a transmitter or if you're wanting to use it as a receiver, you just got to select which one. So you can just swipe that over to receive and then swipe it over to transmit. Your power button is also going to be up there on top. Now this is going to be the volume level on how loud or how much signal strength it's pushing through the receive or transmit depending on which one you have it on. And then USB-C down here at the bottom and then your 3.5 auxiliary out. So what you can basically do is take this cable right here. If you have something being sent or transmitted to this and you want to plug this into a speaker directly, you can do so. And then you're going to have your power button right here. This is all activated by simply holding down that power button up there on top. So if you guys just need a great way and an easy way to receive or transmit Bluetooth to otherwise not capable devices, this is a great way to do that. Does anybody have the number for 3D printing 911? I can't. I'm a phony. I can't get this to print. Well, I can't get it to load filament. And no idea what I'm doing wrong at all. Oh, see, but then I gotta be on hold for 18 hours. You know how it goes. See, when I hit this button right here, filament is supposed to come out of that nozzle, and it's not. And I don't know what's going on. 800, help me. I'll get like someone in India, like India tech support. Come on, Anchor. Do the thing. Do the 3D printing thing. We're going to figure this out, and we're just going to keep chugging along with these videos until I figure this out, and then we will spend all of the rest of the week 3D printing. This is the Eufy RoboVac X8 Hybrid.
X8 Hybrid vacuum mop from Anchor. This is an absolute beast of a robotic mop vacuum combo, so let's go ahead and jump in and see everything that it does. Inside of the box, there are quite a few things, so let's go ahead and make sure that you know everything in it. You're going to get an instruction manual, the mop attachment, as well as some replacement pads, and then you are going to get another filter that you need to make sure you get installed. So once that's installed, you should be good to go. You're also going to get some zip ties to clean up the floor. You're going to get the charging base itself, and then you are going to get the charging cable that is used with the charging base, and then of course you are going to get the vacuum itself right there. And taking a closer look at the vacuum itself, you guys can see right here, it's got a very simple but also very modern design. On the top right here, you have that Eufy logo. You have that really nice copper branding all the way around it. On the front up here at the top of the system, you have all of your controls. You have the carbon fiber look. Flipping it over to the back side of this, you guys can see everything right here is really well made. So your bristle attachment right here actually has this really nice rubber attachment around the bristles, and these are basically going to help with rigidity and just having these bristles last a longer time. Then you can see in the suction portion right here, you have your normal carpet bristles, but you also have the purple right there, which is for the mopping feature. And speaking of the mopping feature, this is where...
Say it ain't so. I figured it out. Say it ain't so. Nate figured it out. Well, I'll be.
bit in hardwood without any issues right there. So everything is very well made on that. But let's go ahead and show you guys how to get this thing up and running so we can get your home clean in no time. So the first thing you want to do to get this set up is download the Eufy Home app. Once that's launched, go ahead and type in add device, and you're going to select robot vacuums. Continuing on, you're obviously going to select X8 hybrid, and now you will see that it will pop up because we did turn on the vacuum. It automatically enables Bluetooth if it's not already paired, and then you are going to type in your Wi-Fi network name and password. And then once you have that paired to Wi-Fi, you guys will see right here that it gives you a little bit of instruction on how to place the charging base, just telling you a notice to basically pick up before this thing goes out and vacuums, and then it also gives you some information on how this thing will create a map. Now you are inside of the app, and you guys can see right here we have a ton of features. Up there at the top you have battery life, total cleaning time, the cleaning type you have. Otherwise, here is just a little time lapse. You guys can see this thing does a really good job of following the wall, and it honestly hugs the corners really well. One of the really incredible things about this is you guys are going to see how tight it holds around this little desk that I had set up. I purposely set it like this to see if it would be able to navigate itself into this little cranny right here, and then also navigate itself out, and it did a really good job in doing that. And then regardless if you told it to go back to its home or it does it itself after the battery is dead, this thing goes right back. The Eufy X8 does a phenomenal job vacuuming your carpets and mopping your floors. So if you guys have been looking for a very easy to use robot vacuum, I highly recommend this one from Eufy, and I will see you guys on the next video.
How much do you guys think I could sell this piece of filament for at some like abstract art gallery that only millionaires shop at? How much do you think how much do you think this would bring? I'm going to guess 400K. Yeah. You see, the way, if you look at it from the perspective of the piece, you'll notice that it's random, and that's how humans are. That's how we've lived our lives. We might have a job that we go to or a family, and we might have a pattern, but life is truly random, and that's what this piece represents. That is a sweet 3D print. Listen, I know. Trust me, I made it. I was there. It happened. Sweet 3D print. It's a controlled chaos. Shall we start the bidding at $100,000? But as you can see, even with a controlled chaos, it doesn't fall flat, because that's like us. That's like humans. This is what we are. We are controlled chaos, but there is always the support. No pun intended. Look here, Bob Ross. Hey, you guys can see Eggy over there in the background, right there with my bent finger. And Mr. Snowman, Eggy and Snowman. Eggy, Snowman, Eggy, Snowman, Snowman, Eggy. I'll start at 24 rupees. What is that, like 0.00000 of a cent? All right, I got a couple things I want to do before we actually like spend some time with the AnchorMake M5. So we'll just move on in the carousel with another deal product, which is the Holystone HS 710.
HS710 drone.
This was 2 years ago, almost. No, not necessarily 2 years ago, but this was a long time ago. This was a year and a half ago, at least.
From Holy Stone. This thing has a lot of awesome features. Let's go ahead and jump in and get right into it. So the HS710 is a foldable compact drone. As you can see here, it is very easy to set up out of the box. All you have to do is just unfold these arms and you're ready to move on. Now the camera on the HS710 is right here on the bottom and it has a 4K sensor on it, so you can definitely capture great footage. Now the HS710 is a quadcopter, so that means it has 4 motors and each motor has 2 blades on it. Don't worry about destroying these, they send you extras. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the hand controller. Up here on top, you're going to have your foldable antennas. On the bottom, you're going to have some grips that also fold out so you can hold it nicer. On the top here, you have your joysticks that will allow you to control it going up and down, left and right. And on the front is also where you're going to have other controls such as launching and landing and return to home feature. On the top of the hand controller, you're going to have this little indentation right here. So what you want to do is just pull that out. And when you pull that out, you might see that it needs to come out just a little bit more, and it'll have this little fold down clip. This is where you're going to insert your phone. And the HS710 comes with 2 batteries. When fully charged, will give you 25 minutes of flight time each. Inserting the battery is very easy. Simply just slide it into the back, make sure it clicks, and you're good to go. So what you want to do now for the setup is you want to download Ophelia Go, which is the app that is going to allow you to control and live view the drone footage in real time. So once you go ahead and get that installed, it'll walk you through all of the steps in the process with that. And then what we're going to do now is we're just... So on the bottom left, you actually are going to have a map that you can pull up and you can kind of see where you're at. On the left middle, you see the little H's. That will allow you to hit that and return to home. There's also a feature on the controller. There's also follow me mode. There's a directional mode. There's playback. There's a whole bunch of features that I think you guys will really enjoy about this drone. I've honestly been having a blast with this drone, and I think you guys will too.
Well, guys, this was Nathaniel with Dragon Blogger. Check
All right, back to the Anchor Make M5 3D printer. We are starting the procedure to auto level it. And so the way that we do that is right up here on the screen, we select, I'll show you real quick. So we went ahead, let me show you this real quick. We got the filament in, we're good to go. What we did is we went to from the main screen, which is this right here, we hit control, we hit auto level, start auto level. It's going to heat up the extruder and it's going to heat up the print bed. And then you guys will see once these reach the temperature, so 180 degrees Celsius on the extruder and then 60 degrees Celsius on the bed, it'll start its auto leveling procedure. It's kind of satisfying to watch too, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. So what's up? So what's up then? So it also even has, what I like about this one is it does tell you like, okay, this is how long it's going to take to, or it shows you the percentage on the screen on the current procedure that you're doing. So there's really no guesswork on like how long it's going to take to do something on this 3D printer. It's a very smart 3D printer. I feel like 3D printing is already smart enough as it is, but if you look, you can see that this one, it looks premium. I don't know another 3D printer that just looks so, I don't know. It doesn't look like a consumer, or it doesn't look like a hobbyist thing anymore. So what's up then? Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Though this is an overhead camera. Oh, nothing. I wasn't doing anything with these, officer. All right, let's go back to this. It's going to start its auto leveling procedure, as you guys can see right here. And so we'll drop this down a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Getting a little close for comfort there, buddy. Pal, you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy. Hey, Rome, welcome back, man. All right. So you see it says it's aligning the Z-axis. Z-axis is up and down. So it's just aligning that. And so now this takes a while. This is probably going to take about, well, it says exactly, it's going to take 10 minutes to auto level this. So it's going to go to 49 different points, which is a ton for how many different auto leveling points there are. Now, the Anycubic Cobra with modifications does 25. This one out of the box does 49. That means more accurate printing. And so what it's doing is it's going to leave all of those little notches everywhere. You guys can see the little white specks. And the only reason it's doing that is because I forgot to extrude or retract the filament, so it's not leaving those. It's simple to clean up. I'll just wipe it off after before we start our 3D print. All right. So you guys can see that we are now at 0.3 out of 49. Yeah, Sean, check your IG. Just keep this nice and cleaned off while it's going so we don't have so much to do after. It's a very simple, easy to use. What do you want to call it? 3D printer. All right, so while this is finishing, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this little DeWalt 20 volt cordless drill set. It comes with 2 batteries, and it also comes with the drill, a charging, the charger, and the case.
Compact drill set from DeWalt. Let's go ahead and jump in and see what it comes with.
All right, so right out of the box, you're going to get 2 20-volt batteries as well as your battery charger. You're going to get the drill itself in that classic DeWalt yellow and black, and then you're going to get a little carrying case that can fit everything that I just mentioned for ease of use. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the drill. Like I had mentioned before, it's got that classic DeWalt black and yellow with the DeWalt logo. And then you see right here all throughout this black is a soft touch material. On the front, you're going to have your stainless steel chuck. You are going to have your mode selector right here. So pretty easy to use, has a nice firm feel to it. You're going to have your speed selector right here on the top. So we'll go ahead and switch it back a little bit. And as you can see here, it looks pretty nice. It feels nice in the hand. It's not too big. Battery is pretty simple. All you have to do is just slap that on right there. If you want to take it off, just push this in. Slides off real easy. So I don't think you're going to have any issues with that. So go ahead and put it on. And as you can see right here, this thing looks pretty nice. It's got a nice solid feel to it. Doesn't feel flimsy or cheap. The trigger pull actually feels really nice. I don't see any issues with the motor. So this thing's definitely really nice. Very easy to handle. And then I'll just give you guys a little bit of a 360 because if you're anything like me, I like to see whatever product I'm buying in multiple angles to see if it's something I really want. So here you guys go. Looks very nice. I really like the design. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll just test this out in a very simple way. I'm not an expert craftsman or anything like that, so just bear with me on this test that we're about to do. All right, so for this test, we're going to go ahead and just drill a couple screws into this desk right here. All right, so that was testing it with just a self-tapping screw. I didn't use a pre-drill bit or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of see the power. Let's go ahead and do the next one. And so as you can see right there, it actually drilled pretty nice. It was very easy to go in without a self-tapping screw or with a pre-drill bit. Alright guys, so this was just a little quick rundown and test of the DeWalt 20 volt max drill. I actually really like this drill. It's very compact. It feels really nice in the hand. It's got this nice soft touch material and it's got enough power to get your jobs done. So if you guys want to check this thing out, I highly recommend it. See you on the next video.
All right, there. So let me go check that message. We're going to move on to the One Audio A70 Bluetooth headphones. And let me go check that message too.
A70 Fusion wireless and DJ headphones. So these are studio headphones. Let's go ahead and get these open and take a look and give you guys my initial impressions on these. First off, the branding looks really nice, kind of showcases the headphones right there in all of their glory. You know, I kind of feel like sometimes you just kind of get a gauge of how nice something is going to be by the unboxing experience, and I kind of feel like so far this one's pretty nice. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this auxiliary cable right here. We also have the 6.5 millimeter auxiliary that's going to come included with it. So here is our standard 3.5 to 6.5. I believe that's a 6.5. And yeah, so three pole design or 2 pole design on these. Pretty thick cable. It's not like the craziest cable I've ever seen. You
guys look at this. Look at this. Rome made this with his engraver. What is that thing? What kind of laser engraver is that? What? Look at that. How long did that take? That's got to be the... Yeah, I ended up having dad duties last night. So I wasn't even on like my computer or in my office or anything at all. So, dude, that is cool. What kind of laser engraver is that? That's one of those ones that's like really... It does it really quick and goes really fast. I don't know what they're called. That's cool. That's sweet looking.
This little kind of your grandmother's telephone cable extension thing right there. And then we are going to have micro USB. I would have liked to see USB-C there, but that's really not that big of an issue. And then USB-A at the end. And then we have our 3.5 millimeter 3-pole design, or 3-pole to 2-pole design now. This cable feels pretty much the same as the last one. It looks like we might have a little bit of a mute button right here. So it's pretty cool that they have that. Now on the inside of the box, what we have left is going to look like the instruction manual as well as some warranty information. Looks like the headphones are going to come in this really nice case. We have 1ODO branding. This is kind of like a soft PU texture leather. Nice red and black color scheme. I just recorded a video earlier saying that was my favorite color scheme. Now right off of the rip, you guys can see that these have a folding design on them. I kind of like them so far.
Fiber laser.
They feel
Pecker
premium.
3.
They don't feel cheap, and I'm never one to mince my words, especially when it comes to audio. I'm not like, an audio expert or anything, but I listen to music enough, play games enough, and watch movies enough to where I think I am pretty well versed in audio. Now, what I really do like about these is all of the different adjustments that are able to be made. You guys can see that this tilts in and out. You guys are able to kind of tilt them this way, and then I'm sure right here it extends. Nice metal clips right there too, and then a soft leather banding. So right off rip, you have the L and R, so you guys know exactly what you're going to be listening to. Yeah, everything feels very high quality. Nothing feels cheap or gimmicky. I am really happy they didn't go with like a gloss black material, because I feel like that usually tracks fingerprints and makes it look kind of bad. But just right off rip, initial impressions, these things are really nice. You guys can see we have our headphone jack down there. We're going to have some controls over here on the left side of the, let me see, is that the right side of the headphone. We're going to have power, volume up, volume down, our 3.5 auxiliary input right there. So yeah, just right off rip, I think these are really nice. So if you guys are looking for a new pair of studio headphones, really for whatever use, I think these might be the ones for you. Nate with Dragon Blogger. See you guys later.
So you see, I'm doing a little bit of quick research on this Laser Pecker 3. Let me see. Laser Pecker 3 Suite. Well, that's suit, but easy to use app, multifunctional bass, 800 millimeters a second high speed, an ultra fine compression spot at 0.01 millimeter times 0.01 millimeter. Gold, silver, copper, plastic, acrylic, stainless steel, titanium, aluminum. Made from metal and plastic engraving. See, here's the thing. 4K ultra fine engraving. See, here's the thing. I want one of these, but I want a Laser Pecker 3, but I don't know if I want to I don't I don't know that I want to spend Laser Pecker 3 money. Yeah, I don't know if I want to drop some Laser Pecker 3 money on this. That's cool though, dude. That is, man. You have both the LP2 and LP3. Nice, dude. So the cheapest I can get it is $15.29. See, why'd you have to show me this? Because now I want one. I better not. I'll get in trouble. If I just drop that right now, I'll get in trouble. I better not. How much is it on AZ? Laser. What happened? What are we doing? Laser Pecker 3. $16.99 on AZ. If you get that, think of how much Pokemon you can't get. I've been done with Pokemon for a hot minute now. Well, not really, not on Alex's stream, but I don't really buy it anymore. And it's tax season too, so I'm not really trying to spend money like that, but that's nice. That is so cool, bro. You can make so much side money on that. Make so much money on the side by just doing custom tumblers, mugs, and stuff like that for people. For sure. They have a newer one out in June, combo of both units. You know what's funny that I say I'm not doing Pokemon anymore? We have this. We're going to be opening this up tomorrow. We got this directly from Amazon. We're going to open that up tomorrow. That's so funny that I say that. I kind of feel like laser engraving now, though. I have 2 laser engravers. They're not like a fiber laser, just an optical laser, but now I kind of feel like, yeah, the LP4. I saw that was a search query. Have you seen that? What is that? Very consumer level marketed laser engraver. And they're like marketing it as like everyone should have, like, what is it? And it's like on a stand and it like has what is that? What is that one I'm thinking of? I bet if I just look up laser engraver. Is this keyboard dying? I hope not. I might need to charge it. Yeah, what is that laser engraver that I keep hearing about? It's not Xtool. They're marketing it like, how do I say it? They're marketing it like a classroom laser engraver. I don't. Classrooms. Glowforge. Glowforge is the one I keep hearing about. Insanely expensive, and I don't understand why. Yeah, Glowforge is the one that I keep thinking about. Or keep hearing about. Look up the Glowforge. Buy Glowforge. The cheapest one. The cheapest one is $39.95. Yeah, I know. And then the air filter is $1,295. No, thank you. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but I don't have that. That's more of a commercial type thing. You know what I mean? That's more of a commercial type thing for sure. We used to have at a company I used to work for, we had a huge fiber laser engraver. I mean, it was like this. It was wide. It was like 4 or 5 feet tall. Thing was crazy, dude. Crazy. Speaking of laser engravers, we have a mini chainsaw that if you are good enough with it, you could probably do some type of engravings on your tree. This is made by MOM Live. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick.
Chainsaw, the MOM Live 6-inch electric chainsaw. This chainsaw is absolutely awesome. So as you guys can see here on the front, like I said before, you do have a 6-inch blade, which is pretty cool. So it's going to be really good for gardening. And you can see all around the body, you're going to have that yellow and black design that's going to wrap all the way around. You have a soft touch material right here on the handle, your trigger right here, which will not activate until you squeeze this safety that you can see right here. So you're good to go and not cut off your fingers while using this thing. You're going to have a valve right here that is going to allow you to apply some of that chain oil that you can put in here, that you need to put in there before you use it, just for safety measures. So this thing is definitely really good for things like working around the house, in the garden, getting down overhanging branches. It's not obviously going to cut down a tree or anything like that with that 6-inch blade, but you will be able to do that with smaller things. And it does come with two 21-volt lithium ion batteries. As you can see, here's one right here, as well as battery indicators on the back of those. So all you have to do is get these installed. As you can see I'm doing right here, all you have to do is just simply slide it down, it'll lock in, and then you are good to go. So like I said before, now that the battery's in, be a little bit more careful around this. It will not go until you push that safety right there. And while you're using this, I highly recommend using safety glasses, and they do send you a pair of safety glasses. So let's go ahead and get this thing tested out and see how well it works. And so as you guys can see here, this little mini chainsaw made quick work of those pretty thick overhanging branches that you guys could see there. So if you guys have been looking for a new chainsaw for around the house, around the garden, I highly recommend this one.
All right, I'm going to switch over and I'm going to show you guys something pretty cool. So we're going to talk about this AnchorMake M5 3D printer again. We can send prints directly to this from our computer. Very straightforward and very simple too. I got 13 drivers out of date on my computer. Say what? So to do so, let me go ahead and load up the AnchorMake software. Let me go ahead and load this up real quick. So this is the AnchorMake software right here, my friends. All right. Restart, save. Don't save, actually. We're going to update the AnchorMake software real quick. So let's let this update. Go ahead and drag this down for a second. Where's the software at? All right, let's see. Slicer, preview, and AI. What are we doing? I get this. What are we... Oh, that's the new software right there? Okay. I got you. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to load up our downloaded file. And what I want to do is I want to print an XYZ calibration cube. So we're going to hit open. So this is just going to tell me if my printer is tuned in correctly, but I'm actually going to scale this a little bit because I'm wanting to see first layer adhesion on this. So we need to hit place on bed. There we go. So that is now on the bed. So I'm going to watch the center of this while we print it. So we're just going to hit slice. While we hit that, we're going to hit print. So it's going to take 42 minutes to print that. We actually don't need support. So give me 1 second. Let's go back. Slice. Go here again. Generate support. Nope. Slice again. Said it's going to take 35 minutes to print that now without supports. So we hit print. And what it's going to do is it's going to generate an AI image that will be displayed on the AnchorMake M5. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and scrape off the surface of our printer just by simply scraping it off. So you guys can see all those little white specks right there. We're just gonna change those. We're gonna hit Control real quick. We're gonna hit Move, and we're gonna move this up. So it's gonna go ahead and home now. And what I like to do is I like to take the soft side of Velcro to it and just kind of wipe everything away. Because the soft side of Velcro is soft to where it wouldn't potentially scratch the surface. And it does a really good job of grabbing up all of that stuff. All right. So now that we are ready to print, we're going to go ahead and hit print from our computer. And if you guys look right over here on the screen, you guys are going to notice that it says the AnchorMake M5 has received a print job from the computer. So that's what it's doing right now, is it's heating everything up to start that print job. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch that very first layer that the printer puts down. And the reason we're going to watch that is we want that first layer to be perfect. We don't want any issues with that first layer, because if there is an issue, you got to think about it. When you're building a house, if the foundation isn't solid, nothing else is. It's the same principle for this too. You want everything to be solid whenever you're printing from this. So we'll give that a second. It is heating everything up. We'll come back to that here in just a couple of minutes. But for now, we're going to go ahead and take a look over at the Jathios wireless gaming headset. This is the Captain 300.
Pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure on how you pronounce that, but here it is when it's all turned on. It the box down. As you can see, it has very cool lighting. Let me show you all of the features. If you can see the buttons up close, little mute on and off button, just the lights here if you want them on or off, volume up and down, and then Bluetooth synced on and off. And we'll just do the microphone test really quick, and then I can pull the plug out of the back that is syncing to my computer. So.
Okay, so this is the microphone test. I've muted the audio on this camera, so now you can hear it's recording on my computer. So that's how it sounds. It does have the microphone that goes in if you want really loud, intense sounds. And it bends out a little bit. It doesn't really bend up and down, but it does at least go in and out. So you have that option. Okay, let me switch back to regular audio.
Okay, so now that I got that out of the back, it does connect in 3 different ways. It does USB, which is you plug it into the back of your computer. It connects automatically. It connects through Bluetooth, which I believe it has Bluetooth 5.0, and then wired mode, which is just regular wired. It does not come with the wired adapter, so like if you need it to split into the microphone and headphone option, it does not have that, but depends on what kind of device you have. It is, I believe, compatible with everything that has Bluetooth and or a USB option, so a ton of different gaming, computer, PC, Mac. I did the microphone test on a Mac, so, but I do have a PC that I've worked on as well, so So I mean, that is pretty much it. As you can see, very cool lights, very comfortable to wear, very adjustable on the sides, up and down. I do not have the biggest head, so it's got some plenty of room. Little foam everywhere. Sorry, that just completely. But as you can see, and the microphone is also detachable. It just plugs in and out just like that. So if you don't want a microphone and you just want to use it exactly as a headset, you totally can do that. And that's pretty much it. A little sleek design, I think, very comfortable. Foam. You heard the microphone test. Is there anything else that I think would need to be important? I think that's pretty much it. Charging time did not take too long, which was nice. So far the battery is holding up great, so that's pretty much it. That is the headset.
Oh. That video's been done for a while, I assume. All right, my bad, guys. We're going to move on and take a look at the Holytone remote control RC car. As you guys can see right here, we will come back to this here in a second. We got it 3D printing. I'm just getting it nice and calibrated up, though, first. We actually might just let this one go and see how our printer's doing. Now, it might get a little bit loud in here, though, because of this.
It's absolutely awesome beast of an RC car from Holytone. This thing has a ton of power, long battery life, so let's go ahead and jump in and talk about it. The first thing I want to talk about are these off-road tires that you see right here. These things are absolute monsters, and they actually have quite a bit of deflation, I guess you could say, in this to handle some of that tougher terrain. On the front here, you're going to notice that you have this little bar right here, and this is going to allow this machine to basically tackle any type of terrain with that crazy suspension, and this also is going to protect it from head-on collisions. Also, to protect this machine from head-on collisions is going to be this plastic that you can see right here. It is super flexible, so if you do crash this or roll this, this plastic isn't liable to break, so you're definitely going to be covered in that situation. Taking this off to perform maintenance or to change the battery is super easy. All you have to do is just remove these 4 little clips, and then you are good to go. So this thing is definitely user-friendly, and I highly recommend just using the user manual just in case you do have any questions. Taking a look right here at the remote control, it almost has like a gun type handle on it, and there's a ton of features built into this. So on the front here, you're going to see that you have speed control, a power indicator, you're going to have steering trim, your power on off switch, which is going to allow you to adjust it, a 2.4 gigahertz antenna, and then you're controlling for which way you want this thing to turn. You can reverse, you can go forward on it, and on the bottom this takes 3 AAA batteries, so super easy to get set up. Once you have this thing set up and paired, all you have to do is just have fun with it. This thing absolutely rips through my grass. As you can see here, my battery was running a little bit low, so it wasn't moving as fast as it possibly can, but it's tearing up the grass going through this. And as you can see right here, it's going through tall grass, transitioning back to short grass with absolutely zero effort, and it does stop and go pretty quickly. This thing was so much fun to play with. And as you guys can see here, what I was talking about in that crazy suspension earlier, I was able to just drive it off of my steps. Super simple to do. Once that battery dies, it does come with 2 batteries, and this is super easy to change. All you have to do is take off the top, disconnect the dead battery, and plug in the new battery, and to just get it clipped down, and you are good to go. As you guys can see there, it took me probably about 1 minute to do all of this. Very quick, very easy to do. And as you guys can see here, I actually taped my camera so we can get a little bit of a first-person view on this. It is pretty shaky. We did take a fall there. The machine didn't take any damage, and neither did my camera, so we're up and running again. As you guys can see here, just a little bit of a closer look, we transition into that tall grass. All
right, there y'all go. That's that Holytone RC car. Yeah, but it's also a different type of laser too, though. Let's bring it back to the Anchor Make M5. Take a look at this real quick. So this is on sale today, 15% off. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at this beast go. Look at this beast. Put some respect on its name right now. Put some respect on the Anchor Make M5's name. Look at this thing. Put some respect on its name. Most 40 watt lasers, true output is 5 or 10 watts at the head. You can't tell me that's just, you can't even tell me. You can't look at me in the eyes and tell me that's not just kind of satisfying to watch, right? Can you guys hear it? Is it really loud? I'm assuming you guys do hear some background hissing. Right now we're printing this little thing called a calibration cube. It's just going to be a cube that has XYZ indented on each side of it, or on either side of it. And this is basically, I'm going to look at this and it will tell me some things that I need to adjust on my printer. Which kind of comes with experience and, 3D printing for a while. But I'll be able to look at this cube and say, okay, well, maybe I need to adjust my offset a little bit, or maybe I need to tighten my belts a little bit. But so far, this is looking pretty dang good. You guys see how it's doing like a grid pattern on the inside, right? So that is the support structure that is on the inside of the 3D print. It's so incredible. I mean, like just the magic behind this is incredible. Let me I'm gonna mess with this for a second. We're gonna do some stuff real quick. Yes, I do want to remove that sticker. Welcome, ask questions, background. All right, let's go ahead and add, oh, hold on, we're gonna add a scene here. Starting there we go. All right, give me a second. We're gonna make a new little scene here real quick that I can chat with you guys while we watch the 3D printer. Move that over a smidge. Looks pretty centered. Now let me add my camera so you guys can also see that. Scene. Main cam. All right. Give me 1 second. There we go. We got a little scene created so we can talk about 3D printing. I don't hear any hissing, but then again, there's a storm raging outside with thunder and drowning out the hissing. Yeah. Well, it's not a hissing. It's the sound of the fan. So here's the interesting thing about this one right here, about this 3D printer. This 3D printer is so fast that the fans have to run at an incredibly high speed in order to cool that filament down. Because as much as that filament needs to be heated up in order for it to be molten, for it to be able to extrude through that extruder, it also needs to cool down really fast too. Because if you think about it, if you pour a molten material on top of another molten material, it's not going to form anything. So what happens is that filament is heated up to 210 degrees Celsius, or really whatever it is you set your nozzle to, which is extremely hot. So it's melting down that, basically it's plastic. It's melting it down and then cooling it instantly as it hits that print surface. And since this is moving so fast, that fan needs to be able to stay over that molten filament for long enough for it to cool it down. Now, because this is moving so fast, normally other printers, the fan is over the print or that newly laid filament line. It's over it for longer. So since this is moving away from it so quickly, those fans have to run at extremely high speeds. And so that's what it's doing right now. I'll go ahead and move my microphone over here so you guys can hear exactly what I'm hearing. Rome, I feel you, man. I feel like I could watch this all day too. It's just satisfying to watch, right? You guys can kind of see if I zoom in a little bit. Let me zoom in more and more and more. You can see where it's starting to form where the X is going to be. So what this is doing is it's creating this XYZ calibration cube, and you can see that it's skipping over those little lines. That is so satisfying to watch. I'm so surprised, Rome, that you haven't gotten into 3D printing yet, man. Honestly. I mean, this is just nice. I want to see what happens if I turn on HDR. Oh, HDR looks kind of nice right here. Okay. So this Anker Make M5 3D printer is also on sale today, by the way. For all of you guys that might not be familiar with this, it's a 3D printer. And it's pretty dang fun. Yeah, you can't watch a laser if you want to keep your vision. Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can, but also, what's more important, your vision or something satisfying? I mean, this is just, ooh. We're at 31% done with this print. We're printing at 250 millimeters a second. Now, Rome knows what that means. And some of you guys might. 250 millimeters a second on something that we're creating out of nothing, or we're creating it out of plastic, but we're building something at 250 millimeters a second. That's fast. That's fast. I mean, look at this thing. Look at it go. And it's looking pretty good. This print is looking nice. And if you guys look, let me get you guys a little bit closer. Look at the infill pattern. Look at the pattern that it's creating on the inside for structural support. It's creating like this little grid pattern. You see that? And it's printing in such thin layers that you can't even really tell. Like, you can't see the next line of filament going down. You just have to wait, like look away for about 2 minutes. And then when you look away for about 2 minutes, you'll be like, oh, you come back to it and you're like, oh, it is growing. It's getting bigger. I didn't even realize that. Anker was talking about you having the Anker. Yeah. We've had it basically since release date. Star Trek tech is here now. We just need to print food. Hey, listen, it's on its way. Let's be honest. It's more than likely on its way. I mean, we can already grow organs and body parts and stuff from stem cells, so food, why not? I imagine it's going to be a point. Yeah, it's going to be a point soon where, yeah, exactly. I imagine it's going to be a point where we could take one little tablet at the beginning of the day and it makes us feel full all day and gives us our entire nutrients for the entire day. Perfect, like a perfect diet. But now listen. Listen to me when I say this. Uh-oh. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Even if they do come out with those tablets that you can just eat one a day and you're perfectly full all day, you don't have to eat anything else, you're good. I don't want it. The Jetsons, yeah. I got a lot of Jetson references, like the Astro over there and stuff. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I like barbecue. I want to eat. I'm trying to eat. I want some homemade mac and cheese. I want some barbecue chicken. I want some ribs. I want some brisket. That's how I feel about it. So if you do come out with some food pills. Sorry, I don't want them. I don't want them. I want to eat. I like the taste of food. All right, let's go ahead and switch back over here. I like having this little PTZ camera, being able to do stuff like this. We're at 41% completed right now. All right, so we'll come back. It looks like we have about time remaining 20 minutes or so, because with the AnchorMake M5, if I pan over here to the left, you guys can see we have our little screen right here that tells us how long it's going to take to finish our print. Just right there. You see that? So it says it's going to take about 20 minutes to finish that print. And also, by the way, if you guys didn't know, this is automatically creating a time lapse. You use the Insta360 Link as your main camera now? Really? I have this one from Insta. I've got this. This is the only Insta360 camera that I've ever messed with. The X3 action camera. It's a solid little camera. I like it. I don't know why anyone... Man, last week I got some of the most amazing ribs ever in Atlanta, Texas. There's no way printed food could ever taste that good in my lifetime. I don't want to give that up. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I think you know what I mean. That's why when people are like, you... Obviously, I'm not going to let myself get, like, morbidly obese or anything like that, but listen, people are telling me you need to eat healthier, and I'm like, why? I mean, yes, everyone should eat healthier. I'm not saying go out and just eat ice cream every day for every meal, all day, every day. What I am saying is none of us are making it out of here, man. None of us are making it out of here alive. None of us. Eat that mac and cheese. You better eat those ribs. You're not making it out of here anyways. It doesn't matter if you eat greens your whole life and chicken and rice and spinach for every meal the rest of your life. You're not making it out of here. You're not making it out of this joint alive. Eat that mac and cheese, man. What are you doing? What do you think about CNC machines? I was actually just about to purchase one here about a month ago. I had a ton of ideas and stuff that I wanted to do around the house, and I was getting real close to buying a CNC machine. Real close. I can't believe how fast this printer is. We gotta, before we move on, we gotta talk. Look at this. Well, not that. Somebody come look at this. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let's get real for a second. Look how fast this printer is. Man, this camera does a pretty good job with HDR. It doesn't have a great low light performance. Maybe let me turn up the light on this real quick. Now that's a bit much, so let me turn down my compensation real quick. That's a bit little. Right there. See, that's looking pretty good. Look at that. Oh, have you seen Eggy? What about you? What about you, Rome? What do you think about CNC machines? All right. Here's Eggy. Yes, sir. He's still alive and well. Come on, camera. What are we doing? There we go. Eggy is alive and well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Still got his little buddy. Eggy's not going anywhere, fam. Don't forget about that. And then we got this right here. Delbert, are you still with me? This is why you need a 3D printer. You said it so yourself for stuff like this. You want a laser with a CNC mod? There's a company. It's a 3D printer company primarily, and I don't remember the name of the brand. They make a 3D printer, laser engraver, and CNC all in one combo. Delbert, all I'm saying, man, this is why you need a 3D printer. Stop playing, get a 3D printer for reasons like this. He's listening to heavy metal music. I need a bigger coupon. Well, don't forget, we also have this 3D printer right here. I just highlighted it in the carousel. That 3D printer. That's on sale today too for $240, and that's still my most highly recommended printer. Like, period. It's not even close. I still recommend that printer more than any other printer. For sure. I mean, I don't know why. Like, what are you really gonna do with like something like this? No, but you can custom design your own 3D printing stuff for whatever you need. You can print literal tools. You can print tools. You can print stuff like this. You can print friends if you don't have any naturally, like Eggy right here. I mean, the possibilities are endless with 3D printing. Beautiful first layer adhesion. Look at that. Look at that. Not a single skip. Perfect first layer. We got Eggy big chilling. He's just chilling right now. Yes, sir, Eggy. Yes, sir. Somebody, you got to remember, somebody designed this. And all I got to ask is why. Why did somebody design this? That's a pointy egg. That's a pointy egg right there. Why did somebody design this? All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's knock out some more product videos today for today's show. Where were we? We're at these little Govee RGBIC light strips. There's hours of enjoyment in having Eggy around. Hey, I'm gonna go see. There might be a new keyboard for me waiting outside because I needed a new keyboard. This keyboard over here isn't working, so I have to use this blue switch keyboard over and over. I know it sounds like a real first world problem, but I'm tired of sounding like I'm typing on a typewriter. So let me go check real quick.
Product by Govee. These are the Govee 16.4 inch RGBIC light strips. So these are going to be a great way to add flair to whatever setup you can think of, whether it be a backyard patio, indoors on your walls. As you guys can see, I have it actually set up under my desk, which is super easy to get set up. It has sticky on the back side of it that peels off, and it sticks up and it's going to stay there for a long time. Now this is the 16.4 version. This does come in longer lengths, but we're going to go ahead and talk about these today. So these are going to be able to be paired with the Govee app. So let me go ahead and show you the Govee app right here. So if we take a look, you guys can see that I have all of my Govee lights right here. But what we're after today is going to be these desk lights right there. So if you want to, you can individually control them by just turning them off. So if we go ahead and hit the off button right here, you guys are going to notice after a couple of seconds, dependent on your Wi-Fi speed, mine's pretty slow tonight, it'll turn off right there. You can also turn them on. Now you can group these with other compatible Govee products in order to be able to do color themes throughout your whole room across all devices. Let me go ahead and jump into the settings of the Govee light strips that we're taking a look at today to show you the ambience that this really gives my room. So right here on the inside, you guys can see that you have a ton of different settings. As always with Govee, you have so many presets and so many options to configure these exactly how you want. You can set stagnant colors right here with brightness, but my favorite thing to do is always go to their scene, because if you guys notice, as soon as I select scene, we're under festival, and we're kind of under this nice orange, almost Halloween themed, and there's kind of light flickering. If we go over here to natural, you guys are going to notice that you have a ton of different features in here. So if we go to lightning right here, you guys are going to notice that it's kind of doing a lightning feature in a way, which I think just looks so dang good coming out from under the desk. That's going to make a rainy day even more kind of inclusive and just being really, really nice, aesthetically pleasing. Now, if we go ahead and continue on right here, you guys can see you have so many options. So let's go ahead and try the Gobi Desert. And those are kind of desert colors. So let's go over to Funny, because Funny are some of my favorite ones. Let's try Flash. So you guys can see it's actually going almost in a strobe siren-like effect and changing colors every time it goes around. So that's really nice. If we do stacking, you guys are going to notice that it's stacking the colors in order, kind of like in the light strip, which just looks super cool. You have Breathe right here. You also have Emotion. So if we go to the Emotions tab, if we do Optimistic, that's just going to be a nice kind of cool white light. If we go to Dreamland, Dreamland is actually one of my favorites just because it has all these different colors that adds a really nice effect. So if you guys are looking for just awesome lights to do really whatever you want with, definitely check these out from Govee. I'm Nate with Dragon Blogger. As you guys can see these awesome, definitely check them out. See you later.
Yo, what's up, ABDL Trey? You guys look at the state of this 3D printer real quick. Look at this thing. Look, somebody come look at this. So you guys can see that right there, that top left corner, we kind of lifted off. That was my fault. I got too happy with it. Man, these are just nice. These are just nice. ABDL, welcome to the stream. Hey Rome, you still watching? We got a 3D print. We got to 3D print something for the stream. So you said Southeast Texas, Rome. Is that where you're from? Southeast Texas? We were gonna move, me and my wife, we were gonna move to Tyler, Texas for a little bit. Yeah, I saw that. It's just the only thing is like you have to design those yourself. You know what I mean? Like you have to design those yourself, because I can't just buy that file and then print it, because then it could be copyright. So I would have to design something myself. You're in the Houston area, okay. Yeah, we ended up moving to West Texas, like West Texas. We live 30 minutes from the New Mexico border, a legitimate desert. It was terrible. It was terrible. All right. We'll come back and take a look at this here in just a little bit. That's the AnchorMake M5 3D printing. We have 6 minutes left, so no, they give you the file. Oh, okay. What's your new keyboard look like? It didn't show up today. I mean, I got some goodies today. I got my new Titan Shield stuff in, which I was really excited that these came in today. My new Titan Shields for my cards. We'll use those tomorrow when we're opening up some Pokemon cards. I got those in. I have some heavy box too. I don't know what's in the box. I don't like to, when brands send me products, I don't like to look at the, I try not to look at the shipping label because sometimes it'll show up in the top left like the sender information, and sometimes it'll have the brand name. So I try not to look at that when I'm opening boxes. I like it to be a surprise and find, like, just open the box like Christmas and be like, oh, this is what it is. Because if I look up and it says Fit King, now I'm upset and I don't even want to open the box because now I got to talk about more leg massagers. My new keyboard, though, we'll add it to the carousel. It should be here tomorrow. I thought it would be here today, but if it's not, yeah, it didn't come in today, it will be here tomorrow. I'll add it to the carousel tomorrow. We'll talk about it and show you guys my new keyboard. I'm excited about it. They're supposed to be bone conducting. I got sunglasses with built-in earbuds. They're supposed to be bone conducting, but they aren't. Oh, do they just have speakers? Did they just lie to you and say that they're bone conduction, but they're really just speakers playing right here? You got gypped, man. You got gypped. Man, they took your money. You have 2 YOLO box stands that were 3D printed. What does $31 buy anymore? I don't know, dude. But all I know is you got gypped. They took your money. I said these are bone conduction. No, they're not. They're just playing. They're just playing right here. Speakers, loud speakers. That's funny, man. Oh, I hate to laugh at your pain, but I had to there a little bit. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Stop. Stop it. Stop. Get some help. What are we doing? Why? Why are you the way that you are, Amazon? Explain to me why you are the way that you are. What are we doing? We've been working the whole time just fine. Now all of a sudden, you want to act brand new. All right, so now we got to go to the end. Let's look at some shoes.
These Prince dress shoes, which I thought really highly of. I wanted to wear those first just because they were dress shoes, and I noticed that the design of these right here were a little bit more casual. Now, just jumping right in, and overall the appearance is pretty dang nice. I'm not a big fan of entirely blacked out shoes, so I am happy that they have kind of like that beige accent in the brown stitching, and then kind of like that raw leather texture right here. The same quality that went into the dress shoes went into these. Now, I do have a naturally high arch, which is something I talked about on my previous video of those dress shoes that I just showed you a little bit ago. And while these don't have as much support for arch, I haven't had any discomfort wearing them. I didn't wear them for a long time. And then going back to the whole dress shoe factor of it, if we just look at the design of these, they are a little bit more flashy and typical. In my opinion, I think dress shoes don't have a lot going on. Now, although these aren't just, very slim and or slim baseline and kind of just basic, you do have that texture. It's kind of like a grooved cutout texture around it. Now, I think these are a little bit more casual, but they're also kind of simple enough that you could wear them as dress shoes. You got the Bruno Mars branding up here, which looks really nice.
That's right. I did say brand new because I wish Amazon was a person sometimes. Yo, what are we doing? So some of my videos you want to play. I'm about to just have to show you guys these shoes in real life. All right, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do since Amazon wants to act wild. But before we do that, look over here. The print's about to be done. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so the calculation's a little bit off, but this print's about to be done right now. There we go. That print finished. Look at that. Look at that. We even got a notification on our phone. On our phone, right there. Look at that. Anchor Make M5 printing has completed. All I'm saying is that looks good. That looks good. So you guys can see that first layer adhesion. We kind of messed up a little bit there. And that's on me though. That's not on the printer, that's on me. You guys see we have that little stringing. Again, that's on me. But all that stringing you can just pull that right off like angel hair pasta. Listen, but first of all, it's my box, so it's my box. Oh, we're good. We're good. We can print whatever we want now. Looking pretty good up here on top. You want to always look at the top too. You want to see if there's any like weird... Here, this will be a better camera to show you guys this. You want to see if there's any weird imperfections. No, this looks like a nice box. Hey, Rome. Look, 3 best friends right there. Look at that. Those are the 3 best friends right there. But now I don't know what to print. Because we still got to print something we want to print, not just something that we thought would be cool. Look, 3 best friends right there. Eggy kind of came out a little rough, huh? Maybe Eggy needs a friend. Maybe we print a second Eggy. Let's do that. Let's just have a little army of let's have a little army of these guys. All right, check this out. We're going to delete this one. We need to load up the Eggy file. Downloads, where is that? Surprise egg right here. Files. Jet fighter egg right there. Open. Slice. Let's see how long this takes to print. It says it's going to take 54 minutes. What? Print a grenade. We can do that. We can do that. I catch a grenade for ya. Throw my head on a plane for ya. I jump in front of a train for ya. All right. Look at that. You can print soda can dispensers, an underdesk USB hub, Loudest emergency whistle. Parametric linkage lid box. Print in place. A cat key hook. That's funny. You put your keys on there, and then a little cat pops out. That's funny. Oh, look at that. Oh, this one you got to print in different. This one you got to print in pieces and then build it. Which that's not a big deal. A spray can handle. Hey, that's kind of smart. Look at that. Coat hooks. That's smart too. Oh, they're using this in a classroom. I could print this for my wife. She's a teacher. And all the kids could hang up their coats and stuff. Well, I mean, it's getting warm out now, but a little watch stand right there. A feeder. That's cool. I like that. The illusion cube. Ooh, we got to print that. Look at that. You could print an illusion cube. Three lattice Easter eggs. Oh, I got to print one of these. 100%. We're printing one of these. I don't know which one's which. I got to zoom in. This is the one I want to print. I want to print the one that's a chain. So now what we do is we go back over here, get rid of Eggy. Get rid of Eggy. Hit delete on. Now we need to load up that little downloads. Lattice egg. Look at that. That has got to be the coolest thing I've ever seen. Did the guy say we need support? Comments. Thing details. I don't think you need any supports for this. That is cool. All right, slice. This can be a 2.5 hour print probably, but it's a pretty large little print as well. Oh, you guys can see everything. Hold up. Load the G code. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. 3 hours and 27 minutes. We'll start it. I'll show you guys tomorrow. Print. All right, it's going to generate that AI image again. Going to take 40 grams of filament. That's nothing. Light work. All right. Let's get that started. We'll go ahead and choose our Anchor Make M5 and hit print. And then right over here, if you guys look, let me go ahead and move this over to the side. You guys see that? M5 received a 3D print. That means this thing is ready to print. Just that easily. It's ready to go. Let me clear off this bed before our next print starts. There we go. So now it's loading up the information for that print and heating everything back up because it did cool down from the last one. Oh, is that the lattice egg? Yeah, it is. I'm pretty excited for that one too. That's pretty cool. We need to 3D design some stuff one of these days on stream for sure. 100% we got to do that. It is pretty. You could, like, you don't even have to buy decorations. You just buy this stuff. All right, let me see if I can get any of these videos to work. There we go. Let's take a look at these shoes real quick.
You'll see what I mean by that in a second. They are textile look. They do have a rubber soles, and they are laced up style. Now, inside this box, you'll be greeted with 2 individually wrapped shoes. Now, they are wrapped with their little nice cloth bagging, which is kind of cool that they actually care about them to wrap them up like this. Very cool thing. Now, you are greeted with this very cool, I want to say navy blue look. Of course, you got this light round outer cover with this nice white stitching and this leatherette style fabric, I want to call it back here, guys. More like a latex leather feel to it, but cool textile grip. Now, on the bottom, you have this cool rubber sole. The rubber sole actually has a nice grip to it. I actually kind of like that, and I love that pattern, as you guys can see right here. Now, of course, this is a size 12. We're going to, hopefully it fits me. They had no middle half sizes, and they didn't have no wides, but we're going to try it out. I think a 12 might fit. Usually I'm about 12.5 to 13, but we're going to try this out. Cool little piece. I love this elegant look. Now, of course, you have both sets in here. Both of them, like I said, are wrapped up, as you can see. Now, inside here, of course, is the lacing, and then you can your brown straps, your logos, and then pull out the inner piece. Then you have the inner wrappings that just keep the form in there. You'll need to pull out the laces, of course, guys, because you do have the laces. Or if you want, hide the laces in there if you're a type of person that doesn't like to lace. Inside there, you have their nice little logo, their white little bottom, and it actually has, I don't know if it's like memory foam or something, but it does have a nice padded foam pad in there with a nice support. I actually like that. So next up, I'm going to change views. We're going to try these on, and we're going to see what we think. Guys, give me a second. Okay, as you guys see, I have the Bruno Marks on. They're actually quite comfortable. Very easy, elegant looking, guys. They look good with a pair of jeans, as you guys can see. But imagine these with maybe a dress pants or slacks. They would really set it off. Now, of course, I just got normal socks on today, but if you put maybe a black pair on, it would actually pop it a little more. Very comfy, guys. Actually fit very well. I was kind of questioning the size, but the size does fit me very good. Very happy with these. If you guys need, of course, look at that sole down there. Very elegant, nice looking shoe. Again, guys, these are the Bruno Marks Oxford style of sneaker shoes with laces. If you guys need, thanks for scanning this video out. Hope you guys have a great one.
Do you guys think maybe, just maybe, we went a little overboard on Alex's stream with cards? I just got my shipment in from him. And maybe we need to chill. Maybe we should chill. I think for sure we should. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on in the carousel. So you got a card problem.
In stylish dress shoes. These are made by Bruno Mars, and these are the prints. So I wanted to just jump in and tell you guys my initial thoughts and opinions about these from somebody that doesn't wear dress shoes often. And the reason I don't wear dress shoes often is I don't go to a lot of settings or public places where dress attire is essential. But every once in a while, I do need some dress shoes. And if you've ever done some research into them, you don't really know what's going on with dress shoes. You don't know what's going to be a good fit, you don't know what's going to look good. And like I said, coming from someone that doesn't wear dress shoes often, these are insanely comfortable for when I do need them. Now, I've tried them on, but I want to go ahead and tell you guys about the design before we talk about the comfort. First of all, you guys can see that we have the leather all the way around it. The stitching is really nice with that beige color. On the bottom, you've kind of got almost like that cowboy boot print on the bottom. I wear size 10.5. These fit really well. And I also have a naturally high arch on my feet, and these don't have any issues supporting that high arch. You guys can see the way it swoops down here kind of alleviates the pressure from having a high arch with no support. And then on the bottom right here, this is a wood grain texture. I'm not sure if this is real wood, but I'm led to believe it is just by the way it can kind of like almost peel in a way if you start to dig at it, but I'm not going to do that too much. On the inside, you see you got the Bruno Mars logo. You have your tongue right here, which is actually pretty adjustable. I've seen a lot of other dress shoes in the past where the tongue will actually kind of stop midway up onto the toes, which is basically not allowing it to extend far enough to get your foot in there without bending this back heel support. Talking about back heel support, it also has this really nice stitching on the back. I'm telling you guys, these are insanely comfortable. If you're looking for some new dress shoes, I think Bruno Mars got you covered.
All right. So moving on in the carousel, or moving backwards in the carousel, we have this Simulo full-size mattress. All of the products are on sale today, by the way.
Whenever I do get to sleep on this thing, I sleep straight through. I don't find myself tossing and turning, but that's going to be a little bit different depending, like I said before, on what kind of mattress you like. If you like a plush, very soft, almost kind of sinks in mattress, this is not going to be the one for you. But if you do like a mattress that has a little bit more firmness to it, but is also soft whenever you first lay down on it, this mattress is definitely something you guys need to check out. I really do like sleeping on this mattress because it does do a good job supporting my hips and my back. I'm a side sleeper, and I think this is going to be really good for those of you that also sleep on your side. So if you're looking for a very comfortable, easy to unbox, and very cool at night mattress, definitely check this one out from Simulo. I'm Nate with Dragon Blogger. See you guys later.
All right. Next up, we have the Shinewell leg massagers.
Zippers right here to zip up on the legs. Velcro on the top there, labeled left and right, so remember that does come with this very cool carrying case to put them back in when you're done. You will need the controller. The controller is what you're going to plug these into. Now it does say up, so you do need to put them in position up. Now it really doesn't matter if it's in right or left plug, because there isn't really a right or left. You come with a wall brick. The wall brick does have about 6 feet of cabling. Now this works by airbag design, so it is multi-airbag design to this to massage around you. Now the cool part about this is it has 3 intensities, 3 modes, and 3 heating levels. When I come over here and turn this on, you guys will see that it automatically starts in sequence in minimum strength or minimum intensity and heat level minimum. If I adjust that heat up, I can go up to max. I can also turn it completely off, so no heat at all. But we're going to throw heat up, we're going to throw strength all the way up in sequence. Now if I want, I can change this all the way up to combination. Then I have to turn the heat back up to max and the intensity to max. Now the way this is going to work is it's going to start airing up around my thighs, calves, and feet. And actually it is already filling up already, and it actually feels really good. The heat actually kicked in very, very fast. Like, the best part, guys, is that I love the zipper part. You can unzip it, wash it down with a wash rag, and you're good to go. Now, these are good for body circulation and relaxation. If you're sedentary and you are prone to some things, you can actually do that. Will help with muscle recovery if you're a runner, jogger, or biker. Will help with your muscle recovery with that, and also relieve fatigue and pain, which is cool. Now, a lot of cool things. Now, I've used these in the past, and I think they actually work very well for me. As you guys see, they're airing up very nice. If you guys need the Shinewell leg, calf, and thigh massagers.
All right. continuing on, we have the Life Pro metal squat wedges.
Wedges made by Life Pro, and as you guys can see, these are metal right here, so it's pretty solid. It also comes with a band too, so whenever you're squatting, you can put the band underneath these right here and just wrap it around your your waist and your legs right there, and you just hold it with your hand and you take a squat and you come right back up. And like I said, this is made for a lot of things. You can do calf raises with these. You can do elevated squats. And right here, you guys can see that these are calf raises. You can use the band also to have a little resistance. And also you can do squats on the elevated part. And this is gonna work your quads a lot more. And these also have rubber grips on the bottom. That's gonna hold that tight so it won't move on you whenever you're squatting. So if you're looking to progress your strength training and to work on your squats or your calf raises, this is the equipment that you will want.
What are we doing? Oh, the video's done. All right, my bad. My bad. All right, Delbert, chill. We're almost done with the stream, actually, dang.
It's a tad heavy. Okay, a little bit heavier than I anticipated. So, this is the Life Pro elliptical. Tad heavy. Adjustment levels. You just pedal it, and it has circular motions. It's not like a bicycle. It's not like a bicycle pedal where it does complete 360s. It has these much more elliptical curves, so it's more gentle on your knees. I can pedal this thing for like an hour and 20 minutes on low. When I turn it up, it can get pretty intense. It'll actually work me into a sweat and make me out of breath, where I was like winded on a conference call if I turn it up to higher intensities. So I usually have it on lower levels so I can do it for longer periods of time. Really, really quiet. Doesn't cause any shaking, and it's so heavy with this base that it stays firmly on the carpet. It comes with these discs that you put under your chair wheels to lock your chair into place in case you're on a hard floor, and it also comes with a mat, and it also comes with a strap that you can wrap around it in your chair if you're on a floor that's a hard floor, that if you pedal on it, it might slide your chair back and forth if you're on a chair with wheels. So it comes with all the equipment to make sure that you can't get too far away from it. But I haven't had to use any of that on my carpeting because it is so heavy, it stays put, and it just does a fantastic job of letting me just pedal and kind of work out my legs a little bit while I am sitting at my desk. It's quite a bit heavy. You just gotta line it up and just start pedaling with it. Really, really like it. So it's very low impact, but after using it for even after I use it for a long period of time, I can have a little bit of a twinge pain in my right knee. But that's like, I would have that twinge in my knee if I used anything, even an elliptical or a treadmill or went for a walk. So it's just, just know if your joints are going to handle it. Try it on the lowest settings, slowly increment. But I really love it. It's just fantastic. I like it better than under-desk bicycle pedals because the elliptical motion is gentler and not as impactful. You don't have to extend your leg as far out to make that bicycle pedal to make that full 360. So really, really good option for that. I very much like it.
Hey, what's up, Jacob? Maybe I do have a problem, Delbert, if you're still here. Maybe I do, but let's be honest with ourselves. Look at the artwork on these cards, and you can't tell me at the art, I gotta pull this out of the sleeve. You gotta see this in all of its glory. You can't tell me when you look at this card, this isn't beautiful, dude. You might not even be into collecting cards at all. What's up, Jacob? Look at this. Do you see this right now? We got beef. Well, what's up then? I'll be right back. And chicken. Oh, chicken. Let's try out these little Titan shields real quick. I had to mute you, man. You did it to yourself. You played yourself. Oh man, it's just so nice. We gotta get this guy in a sleeve. Wait, we got two of them? I didn't mute you, Delbert. You got muted by the feds. The feds muted you. I don't even remember what he said. Oh. Hooker. Well, he's gonna get muted now. Watch. Dang it, Jacob. Oh no. Samuel Sarkwa, welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh. All right. We have an indoor bicycle from Yosuda on sale today too.
Indoor cycling bike. So this is a bike seat that generally, if you find that your bike seat on your bike is uncomfortable, it's not wide enough, this is a good option. But we're going to go ahead and test it out and actually install it and tell you just how comfortable it is. So the first thing you notice is it's a wide style.
Jacob, send a message
seat.
every couple of minutes just
I
to make
really,
sure
really
you're
like
not
how
banned.
much foam and texture there is here. It's got this kind of like anti-skid texture on it. It's wide. I hate very narrow bicycle seats. I have kind of a big bum, so having a big wide bicycle seat is good. Provides more cushion and less impact on my lower region. You can see it includes easy to install, and it can be used for outdoor or indoor bikes. Obviously the reflector is what's valuable for being outdoors biking on the street. If a car's headlamps show up on you, you could see it as the headlight reflector on the back. It includes all the tools you need to install it as well. This includes the wrench and the Allen wrench. So you should be ready to go and install it. I'm gonna go install the Yosuda bike and show you how it looks. As you can see, this is the default bicycle seat that comes with the Yosuda stationary bike. Now it's not super narrow, but it's also not that wide. Looking at the Bicali bike seat, you can see just how much wider the bike seat is in comparison, giving you that extra room on the sides. And also, this is not super soft. It's a lot more firm. This is a softer type of foam material, so this should provide a little more cushion and be a little more comfortable to sit on for long periods of time. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how it looks with the bicycle seat sit on it, and tell you how it feels. Okay, the Biacali bike seat is installed on the Yasuda bike. I sat on it a little bit. It is definitely more comfortable, a lot more petting and cushion. Again, what you really get is you get a little bit of extra wide seat cushion compared to the Yasuda default cushion. It is also more cushy and has more thickness than the default Yasuda bike cushion. Definitely a more comfortable bike seat cushion. Highly recommended. If you found the Yasuda bike cushion was a little too hard after using it for like a half an hour, this is a lot better and will give you a lot more cushion.
You're probably going to get muted for saying that, Delbert. Front hand, backhand. Okay, backhand. Backhand. Have you seen that? Have you ever seen that skit from Key and Peele? Front hand, backhand. Backhand. No, see, because now you tripping. The game isn't actually a game. It's just for me to be able to smack you. Okay. Front hand. If you want me to smack you, I'll smack you. Front hand. Oh, that's so funny, bro. Backhand. They're geniuses, bro. They really are. Here's a nice little wallet, too. Let me switch over here real quick. I can't. It's copyrighted. I can't turn that on. It's copyrighted. We have a couple more products we're going to look at. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Man, I got a headache today for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, gosh. I don't know why.
So you guys can see right here, I recently received this Mountain Voyage Co. box. Now you guys might be asking, what's in this box? Well, it's actually going to be a money clip. So we're going to switch to my overhead camera, and I'm just going to show this to you guys real quick right here. So you guys can see that this is just a very simply designed money clip. This is real wood right here. You guys can see that they have that very nice logo and all metal clip portion on the actual clip itself. And this even opens up right here so you can store some cards on the inside. This is all metal on the inside, so that's going to be a good way to protect those cards and keep them nice and safe. And the elastic banding on these are super strong. So you're not only going to get this portion right here, you're also going to get this little welcome card. You're also going to get some replacement screws in case you ever need those to be replaced, and you're going to get your little mini screwdriver. So just to kind of showcase this to you guys, I do have a little bit of money right here, nothing crazy, just something light. So we'll go ahead and we'll just put all of this money, you know, honestly it's not that much, I mean, you know, but we'll go ahead and put this in here. So you guys can see, even with just that little amount of money, I don't know, probably 20 different bills or something, and it's not even, you know, it's just 20s and stuff like that. You guys can see that this does a phenomenal job actually holding this money in right here. But not only are you able to do that, you are able to hold your cards. Now, I don't want to show you guys my card numbers, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a stack of different cards, as you guys can see right here, and then we are going to grab them and just put them inside of the clip just to see how well that works. So you guys can see that right there, very simply, we have 5 cards on the inside right there, as well as the money. So if you guys have been looking for a new way to store your money and your cards, this is definitely a really awesome way.
I really like the wood grain texture on it and the branding. So I'm Nate with Dragon Blogger. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Oh, okay. Our last product for the day. I think it's because I haven't ate. This one where we see his. Oh golly. Where we see his ID. It might be. I think that was live. I think I did that one. I think I made that mistake live, didn't I? All right, we're going to take a look at this mini electric screwdriver, and that's going to be it for me, my friends.
Next, E1 Max electric precision screwdriver set. This thing is going to be so...
Man, I almost think my setup was better like that.
handy and so useful for people that work on computers or just anything along those lines. So just taking a look at the branding and everything going on it, you have this really nice kind of like space gray aluminum casing on this. Now you might be asking yourself, well, where is the screwdriver and where is everything else? But just taking a look at the design, you can see that it's actually going to be right up here on front. So the way this is basically going to work is you are just going to press down right up here on top of the housing. So whenever we press down, you're going to see that it releases not only the actual screwdriver, but it also releases the bit set. So just one more time to show you guys, all you have to do is press down right up here on top. Now the screwdriver itself is going to be very easy to use too. This is a magnetic bit right here. You're going to have your forward and reverse, and then you're going to have a few different settings on here. So you're going to have lock mode right here. So if you want to keep this on lock, it's going to kill the motor, so you can use this as a manual electric precision set. And if you want to go to a high torque feature, you can do that. And then if you switch it over to L, that is going to be lower torque. So now, like I said, this is very well made. This is going to have an aluminum housing all the way around it. Just taking a look, you guys can see that it's a very sleek, modern design. And now going back to the housing for this, you don't have to have this in right here. You can just push that like that. And now you're going to have all of your different bits just like that. So you can really choose whatever one you want. They do appear to be a little bit tricky to get out whenever you're actually taking one of the bits out, but they're all magnetic and there's no real clips or anything like that on the inside. You are just going to kind of basically grab whatever one you want. And when you're done with that and you're working, you can just press this back down. Now we'll go ahead and just show you guys that this is magnetic, so you can just drop that in. It's not going to fall out. You are going to have a light right here, so whenever you're using this, you can see what you're doing. And then when you're all said and done, all you have to do, like I was showing you guys just a second ago, is simply just press this back in, figure out where it is you took that bit from, and I think I took mine from this side, so we'll just drop it right back in there just like that. Press this, and all you have to do is just drop this right back in and press it down one more time, and you can recharge it through USB-C. So if you're looking for just a fantastic way to make working on, you know, small electronics or computers, this is going to be it.
All right, my friends, that's going to be it for me today. I think I need to go get some food. I got some stuff to sort. No, I'm good, man. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. I ain't got no space. You guys are the real MVPs. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. Oh. So I played myself. All right, cool. Hey, peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, you little bugger. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.